You're tuned in to the Kansas City Weather Report, your daily source for the latest local forecast right here in KC. Whether you're planning your commute, weekend barbecue, or just trying to figure out if you need that extra layer, Wes has you covered. So let's dive into today's forecast.
Welcome to the Kansas City Weather Report. I'm meteorologist Wes Peary. Today is Tuesday, November 18th, and here's what's up with the weather. More than halfway through November now. My gosh. Gobble gobble in 10 days. I think, yes, in 10 days, gobble gobble. It's gobble gobble day in 10 days. And, you know, we may actually get some winter-ish weather in about 10 days from now. Maybe not so much like it snows, but pretty cold temperatures possible here in about 10 days. Gobble gobble. Here we go. In the meantime, it's not going to be winter at all. In fact, you may be seeing a little bit of fog out there this morning. Temperature starting off close to about 55 degrees, and we may only warm up about 10 degrees, but still, 65 is pretty nice. Try to get some sunshine out later on this afternoon. Lunchtime temperatures close to 60, again about 65 this afternoon, and then on the way home from work and for dinner time, it's about 55 degrees once again. And don't forget to watch out again for some fog out there. I think I've said again 3 times in the last 30 seconds. Well, let's move on. As we get into tomorrow morning, temperatures start off a little cooler, like 15 degrees cooler, about 40. And then we'll call tomorrow partly cloudy. It may end up being a mostly cloudy day. Temperature is probably stuck in the upper 50s to near about 60 degrees for a high. Slight chance of rain on Thursday. If you are listening to me from the southern half of the Kansas City metro, you have a better chance of rain overall. I don't know if, say, the I-70 corridor and north can get much rain on Thursday. That's at least during the daytime. Once we go into Thursday night and Friday, a pretty good chance of rain overall. And Friday, we may only be near about 50 for the high temperature. It may just end up being a soggy, gray day, occasional showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder, but for the most part, just wet conditions. Temperatures about 50 for Friday afternoon. And then for Saturday morning, it's only about 40. And Saturday looks like, this is a perfect November day here. Mostly sunny, middle 50s for high temperatures, light wind, perfect sweater weather there for you. And Sunday is not too bad itself. It's warmer. Temperatures about 40 in the morning. Kickoff temperatures for the Chiefs game, which I believe it's a noon game, look to be in the middle 50s. And then by the end of the game, it's in the lower 60s. Perfection. I mean, if you're tailgating, it'll be in the 40s. But other than that, I mean, it's the middle of November. It's supposed to be cold like this, right? Monday, I think we still may be at about 60 degrees. Tuesday, we're cooling off into the 50s. Slight chance of rain. And then we may get a really big push of cold air in here for Thanksgiving. That would be next Thursday, and maybe in the 20s in the morning, the 40s for high temperatures. If you spend any amount of time on social media, you may be seeing like a bunch of crazy weather maps. I'm exposed to this stuff even more so, right? Because this is my industry, this is my job, so I see everyone's ridiculous temperature weather maps. But I mean, we're looking at Thanksgiving and then the following Friday and Saturday, in which it may be in the 20s or the teens in the morning and highs only in the 30s. It's pretty cold stuff for sure. But I mean, we're getting into we're getting into December, so that's pretty typical. Recapping the forecast, watch out for some fog this morning, about 65. Today, 58. We'll call it 60 for Wednesday. About 60 for Thursday, slight chance of rain. Rain becoming more likely Thursday night throughout the day on Friday. Only about 50 on Friday. 55 and sunny for Saturday. 60 and sunny for Sunday. 62 Monday. And then 50s turning to 40s for next week into Thanksgiving. Thanks so much for joining me for this edition of the Kansas City Weather Report. You can find me on social media at Wes Weather. Have a good one.